Okay. All right. Before we get started, want to face the east, which is this way, which I'm already facing. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shah by Hashem Kakwadash. Double honors to my elder apostles of Great Millstone, rule and teach well, and honors and salutations to the Akim of Great Millstone, pushing his truth throughout the four corners in these last days. Shalom. All right. And like the title of the video say, Revelation, the 6th chapter breakdown. All right, and that's what this video gonna be centered around. And I got notes going into this breakdown. All right. But first, before we get into that, I want to get this precept in Revelations 5:5 to 6. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna get to the point. But before I want to read that, I want to read you the definition of apocalypse. All right. And I got the definition of Google. All right. It says apocalypse. I had wrote it down as notes. Apocalypse mean a lifting of the veil, or a disclosure of knowledge. All right. And that goes right hand in hand with revelations, to reveal something. All right. And before we get into the actual breakdown, okay. Before we get into the actual breakdown, all right, I had wanted to read that definition. I'm gonna read it again in case you missed it. Apocalypse mean a lifting of the veil or a disclosure of knowledge. All right. And what does that? Because in the scriptures, you're gonna read in Revelations where it says, seals and veils. All right. Which those are the mysteries of the scriptures, the understanding of the scriptures. All right. And we're about to get here in Revelation 5 and 5 to 6. All right. Who opened up the understanding of the Bible? Yahweh Shah, whom the world ignorant calls Jesus Christ. All right. I'm gonna start from the top so you can understand. This Revelation 5:1, and I saw in the right slide. Revelation 5:1, and I saw in the right hand of him that sat on the throne a book written within on the backside, sealed with 7 seals. All right. And I saw a strong angel proclaiming with a loud voice, "Who is worthy to open the book and to loose the seals thereof?" Talking about the understanding, the mysteries. All right. And no man in heaven nor in earth, neither under the earth, was able to open the book, neither to look thereon. All right. And back then with the ancient prophets, they received the visions, and wrote them down and stuff like that, but they didn't have the full understanding of those prophecies. All right. And it says that's why the prophets was inquiring to the Lord when they was on the Mount of Olives, I believe. All right. There was like, when shall the end of the world be? Roughly paraphrasing. When shall be the end of the world? All right. But now in these last days, we're in the last days. I repeat, we're in the last days. All right. Esau is the end of the world. All right. And Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. All right. Keep hearing somebody talking, but and Jacob is the beginning of that followeth. All right. And who's going to bring in the kingdom of heaven, which is going to be on earth? All right. Yahweh Shah, through Yahweh. That's why we say Yahweh Shema Shah. All right. Because the scriptures tell you the Son can do nothing of himself but what he seeth the Father do. So Yahweh Shah is waiting on the go-ahead from Yahweh, to come down here and set things right. All right. So it says, all right, verse 4, Revelation 5 and 4. And I wept much because no man was found worthy to open and to read the book, neither to look thereon. And one of the elders saith unto me, weep not, behold, the lion of the tribe of Judah, behold, the lion of the tribe of Judah, the root of David. That's talking about Yahushua, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. All right. And it says, behold, the lion of the tribe of Judah, the root of David, have prevailed to open the book and to loose the seals thereof. All right. And that's talking about this truth, this knowledge. All right. The understanding of the scriptures. You know, that was given to the men of the Lord, the prophets. All right. Beginning with the elder apostles of Great Millstone, you know, on down to the least of us. And Abraham Desire, Lord willing, I'm a part of that number, you know. And this truth don't have nothing to do with religion. All right, with Christianity, it's not something you can just be joined into. All right. Now we're gonna switch to hello. I'm gonna finish reading this, Salakia. All right. Revelation 5 and 6. And I beheld, and lo, in the midst of the throne, all right, and of the four beasts, and in the midst of the elders, stood a lamb. That lamb represents Yahushua, all right, as it had been slain, all right, having seven horns and 7 eyes, which are the 7 spirits of Yahweh, sent forth into all the earth. All right, but that's it on that. That's it on that. All right. Now we're about to begin Revelation, the 6th chapter. All right, and I'm gonna try to you know, recap. I brought this out, Lord willing. I'm gonna try to recap over, you know, different chapters, because it's good to redo videos that you already did in the past. You know, like say if you already did a breakdown on you know, Genesis. You know, it won't hurt to do another breakdown just to you know, rehearse the righteous acts. Keep, you know, wipe that dust off those notes. You know, and all right, this Revelation 6 and 1 from the top. Revelation 6 and 1. And I saw when the Lamb opened one of the seals. That Lamb is Yahushua. All right. And I heard, as it were, the noise of thunder, one of the 4 beasts saying, come and see. And I saw, and behold, and like we said previously, all right, those seals represents the mysteries of the Bible, the understanding of the Bible. All right. And it says, Revelation 6 and 2. And I saw, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat on him had a bow. All right. And that white, that word white represents purity. And that word horse represents power. And that's talking about a chariot. That's talking about a chariot, a so-called UFO. All right. Caller. All right, like I said, that white horse, make sure we rolling. Okay, that white horse represents a chariot, a so-called UFO. All right, and guess who's on it? The Lord, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, whom his real name is Yahushua, Hamashiach, the anointed, the Messiah, our Savior, our Deliverer. All right, our Redeemer. Okay. And it says, if y'all wondering why I keep looking behind me, it got two stragglers. I don't know if they homeless or not, but they just in the parking lot doing something. Yeah. But all right. It says Revelation 6:2. And I saw and behold a white horse, that chariot, that so-called UFO. All right. And he that sat on him had a bow. That's talking about Yahushua. All right. And that bow is, synonymous with an arrow, bow and arrow, you know. And it says, and a crown was given unto him, and he went forth conquering and to conquer. All right. And that's what the Lord is coming back to do. That's why what that is in the book of Luke, I believe, where the Lord said, I come to bring fire on the earth. All right, the Lord is coming to bring fire on the earth. Roughly paraphrasing. All right, the Lord is not coming back. The Lord is not coming back to be another ultimate sacrifice. You know, that's how the Lord came the first time, as a lamb. You know, the Lord paid. The Lord paid for the sins of the Israelites, the 12 tribes of Israel. All right, and the Lord paid for His own sins as well when He was in His past life. We know when the Lord came on the scene, all right, as the Messiah, He was perfect. He didn't sin not once. All right, we know that. But we also understand when you go to like Hebrews, the 7th chapter, and there's other chapters as well. There's other chapters as well. We understand that the Lord has sinned as other men, all right, through His reincarnations. All right, like when Yahushua was Solomon, you know, but he didn't pay for his sins as Solomon. You know, he lived a good old age and stuff like that. All right, so, and as Adam, you know, the Lord was Adam. You know, so the Lord came on the earth multiple times. The Lord was Isaac. All right. And Salakia, they cutting grass and weed eating and stuff. Oh no, I'm tripping. That's one of the remote control cars. Salakia, I thought that was weed eating. That's one of them little remote control cars and stuff. Just bear me, Akim. I know it's a lot of noise. All right, and it says, all right, and where it says Revelation 6:2 in the middle, and he went forth conquering and to conquer. All right, so when the Lord come back on the scene, all right, that's why when you read Revelation 1:7, that's why these nations, these people, they're going to be afraid because the Lord is going to come back. He's going to be taking down these nations and their power. All right, it's not going to be nice. The Lord not coming back. The Lord is not coming back to save everybody. Get that out your head, you know. The Lord is going to be doing the killing. And it says, all right, Revelation 6:3, and when he had opened the second seal, I heard the second beast say, "Come and see." All right. And these are foreshadows of what's to come. These are foreshadows of what's to come. You know. That's why the Bible is written in parables and dark sayings and metaphors. You know, it's not written like a book that you will buy from Esau. No. All right. And it says, Revelation 6:4, and there went out another horse that was red. All right, And I got a precept for that. Let me get that. Let me see. Oh, before we get that, Salakia. I had precepts that I was supposed to get when we was at verse 2. All right? Let me see. All right, hold on. And this is a precept backing up the first two verses. This Deuteronomy 29 and 29. The secret things belong unto the Lord our power, but those things which are revealed belong unto us. All right? And to our children forever, that we may do all the words of this law. All right? So in these last days, the understanding of the scriptures, that veil is lifted, and the Lord is, giving that understanding to his prophets, That's why through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemal Shah, everything we saying is coming to pass. It's not our words. We didn't just wake up, I'm gonna say it like this. My black ass didn't just wake up and be like, oh, I'm gonna make all this up, or none of that, That's why you got prophets, the 144,000 prophets are all through the earth. All right? It's no coincidence that we waking up so fast and around the same time, in that short time. All right? All right? And it says, that's it on that. That was just that precept was backing up Revelation the 5th chapter and the first two verses. All right. All right. Back to Revelation 6. Oh, it's like I want to get this other precept too. Speaking about that bow. All right. There's Psalms 45 and 1. All right. On down. Psalms 45 and 1. To the chief musician upon Shoshanim for the sons of Korah, Michelle, a song of loves. My heart is inditing a good matter. I speak of the things which I have made touching the king. My tongue is the pen of a ready writer. Thou art fairer, thou art fairer than the children of men. All right, grace is poured into thy lips. Therefore, Yahweh will have blessed thee forever. All right, and that's talking about the Lord, Yahweh Shah Mashiach. All right, and in that a precept that goes with that, roughly paraphrasing, where it says, "Thou art anointed above thy fellows." All right, talking about Yahweh Shah. He was Yahweh Shah was the first spirit ever created by Yahweh. All right, and the only spirit created by Yahweh. All right, and the other spirits were created by Yahweh Shah. Slacky, I'm about to tell the neighbor right quick to stop driving right here. Alrighty. Oh, I got it in the back. So I can see it. Alright. And Salakia, I can, you know, it was quiet when I was in the house chilling. It was quiet as a church mouse. Now, as soon as I'm like trying to do a video and stuff, then it got loud as shit out of nowhere. All right, but all right, let me see where I was. Okay, Psalms 45:3. Gird thy sword upon thy thigh, O most mighty, with the glory and with thy glory and thy majesty. All right, I'm gonna read it again. Psalms 45:3. Gird thy sword upon thy thigh, O most mighty. That's talking about Yahushua. All right. With thy glory and thy majesty, and in thy majesty ride prosperously, because of truth and meekness and righteousness, and thy right hand shall teach thee terrible things. All right. Which what that right hand represents, you know, righteousness, righteous power. You know, the Lord is coming back with righteous indignation, righteous anger. All right. And it says, Psalms 45:5, thine arrows are sharp in the heart of the king's enemies, whereby the people fall under thee. Thy throne, O Yahweh Shema Shah, is forever and ever. The scepter of thy kingdom is a right scepter. All right. Let me see. I'm gonna stop at 7. All right. Thou and when Yahweh shall come back and usher in the kingdom of heaven, all right, which is gonna be on earth, and the Lord is gonna dwell amongst His people, you know, and we're gonna see Him, you know, and that final enemy that the Lord is gonna conquer is death, you know. And we're going to be, oh, death, where is thy sting? You know? But the Lord is coming back to conquer all these different nations and put them under us in subjection. All right? And it says, verse 7, Psalms 45:7. That's why the Lord, Salakia, that's why the Lord say, wait ye upon me until I rise up against the prey. So the Lord is going to do all the action, you know. We're just, us as men of the Lord, we're just the mouthpiece of the Lord. We're the ambassadors. We're the messengers. You know, don't shoot the messenger. All right. And the Lord said it, touch not mine elect. All right. Do my prophets no harm. You know. But Esau is going to do it anyway, and Esau, you're going to pay for that, you know, because you got men of the Lord that was before us, came before us, you know, that died in the truth, you know, stood 10 toes for Yahweh Shema Shah, you know, and they're in the heavens right now, crying out for justice, and they're going to get it, you know. The Lord, like, you know, just wait, you know, the time for Esau is coming. He gonna pay for everything, and these other nations, they're gonna pay for everything, you know. Psalms 45:7, thou lovest righteousness and hatest wickedness. Therefore, Yahweh, thy power hath anointed thee with the oil of gladness above thy fellows. All right. That's so, you know, Yahweh bestowed all these things upon Yahushua, you know. And, you know, Yahushua is that, like I said, that firstborn spirit, the first spirit ever created, you know. All right, now we're about to go back. Let me see. All right, we're gonna go to First Corinthians. This might be before. Let me see. Yeah, we can get it. Because I might have to come back to it if I'm reading the precept before the, you know, what it's pertaining to. 1 Corinthians 15 and 24. Let me see. All right. Yeah. First Corinthians 15 and 24. Then cometh the end, when he shall be when he shall have delivered up the kingdom to Yahweh. That's talking about Yahweh Shah. That's the end. That's when that happens, we're in the kingdom of heaven at that point, you know. That's after all the destruction is taking place. That's after World War III, you know. That's after that war in heaven where Esau and his armies try to fight against the Lord and the angels. Esau's so-called white man. All right. And it says, I'm going to read it, verse 24 again. 1 Corinthians 15 and 24. Then cometh the end, when he shall have delivered up the kingdom to Yahweh, even the Father, when he shall have put down all rule and all authority and power. So these different nations that's in power today, the Lord is coming back to take y'all down. All right. And it says what? For he must reign till he have put all enemies under his feet. The last enemy that shall be destroyed is death. All right. Let me see. Okay. Oh, okay. I'm gonna read down. Yeah, I'm gonna stop at 28. I'm gonna read 27 and 28. First, and Salakia, if I'm constantly spitting and stuff, kind of feel under the weather a little bit. 1 Corinthians 15 and 27. For he hath put all things under his feet, but when he saith all things are put under him, it is manifested that he is accepted, which did put all things under him. All right. So Yahweh Shah is gonna break itself down. The scriptures, you can't do more talking than the scriptures. All right. But it's gonna plainly tell you that Yahweh Shah is under Yahweh. All right. Let's get that word accepted. Hold on, let me get that word quick. I don't know why my Wi-Fi cut off. Accepted. All right. It says accepted, not included in the category or group specified. All right. It says verb expected. Salakia. Accepted. All right. Accepted. Accepting. Accepts. Definition of accept. Transitive verb to take or leave out from a number or a whole, excluded. All right. Now let's go back and read it. And it says 1 Corinthians 15 and 27. For he hath put all things under his feet. All right. So who put all this under Yahweh's feet. Yahweh, all right. Yahweh gave all this glory to His Son. That so it's already set up from the beginning. It was already promised to Yahweh from the beginning. You know, that's why the Lord say, "This is my Son." That's why Yahweh, when He was talking about Yahweh, this is my Son in whom I am well pleased. You know. It says, 1 Corinthians 15:27. For He hath put all things under His feet, but when He saith all things are put under Him, it is manifested that He is accepted. All right. So this was given to Yahushua, which did put all things under Him. And when all things shall be subdued unto Him, then shall the Son also Himself be subject unto Him that put all things under Him. All right. And that's going with the precept. The Son can do nothing of Himself but what He seeth the Father do. All right. And it says that Yahweh may be all in all. All right. Yahweh is the Almighty. All right. Yahweh is the true God. All right. The highest. All right. So everything is subject to Yahweh. Everything. All right, including Yahweh. All right. Slucky. See. Okay. I want to get that footstool right quick. Bear with me, I'm trying to get that footstool. Here's 110. Yeah. There's Psalms 110:1, a Psalm of David. The Lord Yahweh said unto my Lord Yahweh Shah, sit thou at my right hand until I make thine enemies thy footstool. All right, and that's what the Lord is waiting on. You know. So when it's time, when Yahweh send Yahweh Shah down here to conquer all these nations, and to liberate the Israelites out of captivity, out of slavery, out of oppression, all right, from being under these other nations that's ruling over us. Let me get this precept. Let me see. Six 54. All right, it says, I'm gonna just get to the point. 2nd Ezra 6:56. Well, I'm gonna get to 57. 2nd Ezra 6:57. And now, O Lord, behold, these heathen, the heathen are outside of the sanctuary. They're outside of the what's the word? Well, we can use sanctuary or temple. That's the word. What it means by you're outside of the temple, meaning you're not an Israelite. You're not an Israelite by the spirit and by blood. All right, by blood and by this truth. All right, but that's ultimately speaking on the heathen nations. The heathen nations like Esau, the so-called white man, Moab, the so-called Chinese, Ammon, the so-called Japanese. All right, Elam. All right, what's the other one? You get the point. I can't, we in these chains of darkness, so I can't be perfect in what I really, how I want to say it, But and it says 2nd Ezra 6:57, And now, O Lord, behold, these heathen, which have ever been reputed as nothing, have begun to be lords over us and to devour us. But we, thy people, whom thou hast called thy firstborn, our firstborn is talking about the Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, y'all are the firstborn of Yahweh Shemel Shah, the chosen people. All right, and it says, thy only begotten and thy fervent lover are given to their hands. If the world now, if the world now be made for our sakes, why do we not possess an inheritance with the world? How long shall this endure? All right. Now we're about to go back to let me see. About to go back to Revelation the 6th chapter. All right, and it says, all right, Revelation 6:4. And it says, and there went out another horse that was red, all right, and which that represents the Edomites, Esau, Edom, the so-called white people, all right. And it says, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword, all right. And we're about to prove that. But before we get that, I gotta get this one more precept. Let me see. Revelation 19. Alrighty. In 11. Okay. This Revelation 19 and 11. And I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse. All right, that same chariot that the Lord is on. And these are two witnesses. All right, two accounts speaking on the same thing, speaking on the same vision. All right, and like I said earlier, this is foreshadow of what's to come. The Lord is coming back. That's why Esau got his underground bunkers and stuff like that, his space force and all this extra stuff. Esau really, in his mind, he think he can take on the Lord, because he know the Lord coming back. And it says, Revelation 19 and 11. And it says, and he that sat upon him was called faithful and true, and in righteousness he doth judge and make war. All right. So that plainly telling you the Lord is coming back to make war with you other nations. All right. And bring down this dragon. All right. This modern Roman Empire. All right. Which this modern Roman Empire is patterned after the ancient Roman Empire, as far as everything, government, everything, So the Lord is coming back to take down this beast system. All right, let me I want to get this precept. How long we been? Okay, 30. Here you go. This Zephaniah 1 and 10. And it shall come to pass in that day, saith the Lord. Understand this. And it shall come to pass in that day, saith the Lord, that there shall be the noise of a cry from the fish gate, and an howling from the second, and a great crashing from the hills. All right, so this represents, the cash, the dollar, crashing. All right, the economy crashing, the government crashing. This beast system. All right, Babylon the Great, America is going to be taken down. It's going to crash. All right. And you forgetting that. Let me get it. Let me get it. This Proverbs 1:1. Proverbs 1 and Proverbs 21:1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord, as the rivers of water. He turneth it whithersoever he will. So the Lord is causing you to fuck up, Esau. Your leadership, your gates, the elites, the ones that's controlling shit. Job 9:24. The earth is given to the hand of the wicked. The Lord is causing y'all to make all the wrong decisions, all the bad decisions. All right. So you thinking you got stuff under control, all right? And the Lord just gonna take it, take the remove the carpet from up under you, so to speak. All right. So right when you think you about to fulfill your new world order, the Lord is gonna rain down fire upon you. Right when you about to achieve your goals, and fulfill your mark of the beast. All right, that RFID chip, the mark of the beast. The Lord is going to rain down hell on you. Now let's go back. I want to get Genesis 25 and 30. It's Genesis 25 and 30. And Esau said to Jacob, feed me, I pray thee, with the same red pottage. That's why when you see red, that red horse or red dragon, all right, that's talking about Esau, the so-called white man. All right. And it says, and Esau said to Jacob, feed me, I pray thee, with that same red pottage, for I am faint, therefore was his name called Edom. All right. All right, this Genesis 27 and 38. Make sure. Okay. I had skipped one too, Salaki. I got to go back to it. All right, all these precepts that I'm getting out the way, all these precepts is for Revelation, the 6th chapter breakdown, precept upon precept. All right, but I'm just getting them out the way, So when we finally just flow through the whole chapter, it'll make sense. Aparatazah, Lord willing, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemashah, it's edifying. All right, and it says, Genesis 27 and 38. And Esau said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and of the dew of heaven from above. And by thy sword shalt thou live. All right? So that's Esau, you're blessed with the sword. Esau, you're blessed, with the ability, you're the best killer, the ability to basically what I said, you're a killer machine, you're blessed with these instruments of war, and now he's and you're seeing Esau with that great sword, his military, his army, all right, these missiles, nuclear nuclear power missiles, which uh, the Lord gave Esau, all right, the knowledge to create these nuclear missiles to destroy himself and his kingdom, all right, and this whole dragon, all right, and it says okay, well I'm gonna finish it off, then I'm gonna jump back. This Genesis 27 and 40. Well, that was the point. And by thy sword shalt thou live. All right. Now I'm about to go back because I don't want to get too ahead of the video. And it says Revelation 6 and let's see. Well, we at 5, but I'm gonna reread 4. Revelation 6 and 4. And there went out another horse that was red. All right, talking about the Edomites, so-called white people. And power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth. All right, and that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword. All right, and when he had opened the third seal, I heard the third beast say, "Come and see." And I beheld, and lo, a black horse, and he that sat on him had a pair of balances in his hand. All right, now we got this. Before I tell you the breakdown, I'm about to get this precept. All right. Salaki, I missed Revelation 14 and 14. And I'm about to get this precept because I forgot to get it earlier. This Revelation 14 and 14. And I looked, and behold, a white cloud. That white cloud is the same as that white horse. All right? And it says, and upon the cloud one sat like unto the Son of Man. That's talking about Yahushua. And having on his head a golden crown, and in his hand a sharp sickle. All right? That sickle is used to reap crops. Well, you know, when you think of a sickle, it's used to reap crops. All right? You know, when it's harvesting time. All right? And let me get you another precept real quick. So it just make it plain upon tables. All right? Here you go. This is right here. I'm gonna get to the point. Let me see. 30. Hold on. I'm in the right chapter, but I'm trying to see where I want to start. Okay, 39. Okay. All right. This 37. Matthew chapter 37. Salakia. Matthew chapter 13 and 37 to 40. He answered and said unto them, he that soweth the good seed is the Son of Man. All right? Which we know who that is. The field is the world. The good seed are the children of the kingdom, which the children of the kingdom, it represents the whole elect. You know, Aparat the Lord willing, I'm a part of that number. And it says, but the tares are the children of the wicked one. All right? Which two-thirds of our people, you're of your father the devil, so-called white man. All right? That's John 8 and 44. All right? Let me scoot up. All right? And it says, the enemy, Matthew 13 and 39, The enemy that sowed them is the devil. The harvest is the end of the world, and the reapers are the angels. As therefore, make sure we're still going. Okay, Matthew 13 and 40. As therefore the tares are gathered and burned in the fire, so shall it be in the end of this world. All right, and that lake of fire is those ICBM missiles, these nuclear missiles. That's going to cause that fire in these last days via World War III. And Salaki, I got to speed through it because my phone about to die. I'm about to go back. All right, I'm at the. I'm probably gonna do a part two. Ain't no problem. Pretty sure I'm gonna do a part two. All right. All right, and it says, Revelation 6 and 5. And when he had opened the third seal, I heard the third beast say, "Come and see." And I beheld, and lo, a black horse, and he that sat on him had a pair of balances in his hand. All right, and we got that right here. All right, and that when you go to the Blue Letter Bible, all right, you get the understanding of what that pair of balances is. The pair of balances, which the word for that is zygos, all right, and that pair of balances stands for a yoke as that of slavery, a metaphor used of any burden or bondage, or of troublesome laws imposed on one. All right, that black horse represents judgment and slavery. All right, and when you think of when you read the Blue Letter Bible, where it says, or of troublesome laws imposed on them, all right, what comes to mind? Draconian laws. All right, and it says balance and scales. Balance and scales represents judgment. All right, and it says, and we're gonna get I got so many precepts, I ain't lying. Yeah, I'm gonna do a part two. Let me see how far we is. Yeah, I'm gonna stop at 6. Yeah, I'm gonna stop at verse 6, but I'm gonna have to do a part two because, I should have charged my phone up, and all that, So I'm gonna just do a part two, but we're gonna stop at 6. It's Revelation 6 and 6. And I heard a voice in the midst of the four beasts say, "A measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny, and see thou hurt not the oil and the wine." All right. That measure of wheat for a penny represents this society collapsing and inflation. All right, hyperinflation. And if you don't know what hyperinflation is, look it up. Do some research. All right. And it's another precept I was supposed to get. Let me see. Well, I'm gonna stop it there. And that oil and wine, it represents the whole elect and this truth. See, thou hurt not the oil and the wine. That represents this truth and the elect. All right, which our brothers all Lord willing, I'm a part of that number. The whole elect, they're not gonna get harmed all through this. All through the day of the Lord, Jacob's trouble. The whole elect, we're gonna be good. Our brothers are Lord willing, I'm a part of that number. All right. And I'm gonna pause it there. I'm gonna stop the video there, and we're gonna pick up on part 2. All right. But with that, want to end it off facing the east and give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem Kakadash. Double honors to my elder apostles, Great Millstone, rule and teach well, and honors and salutations to the Akim Great Millstone, pushing his truth throughout the four corners in these last days. All right, Abal, and Kwame Shalom. Shalom.